Dear students, we are going to learn about the chapter called real numbers, and about numbers we have already heard in 9th standard, we have studied in 9th standard. Let us revise those concepts and proceed further in this chapter, right? Now, what are counting numbers? If I ask you what are counting numbers, this 1, 2, 3, 4 which we can count on our fingers, these numbers are called counting numbers. Okay, these numbers are also called as natural numbers, okay, and it is denoted by the capital letter N. N stands for set of natural numbers. If we insert 0 before these numbers, like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 if I write, what are these set of numbers called as? These set of numbers, they are called as whole numbers, okay, and it is denoted by the capital letter W. W means set of whole numbers. Now, can we see that whatever is there in natural numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, W has got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Whatever is there in natural numbers N is also there in the whole numbers. So, what we can say? We can say that N belongs to W. Okay. Similarly, if we insert negative of N before the set of whole numbers, negative of N before the set of whole numbers means minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, then 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. What are these set of numbers called as? These set of numbers, they are called as integers. They are called as integers. Okay, and it is denoted by the letter Z. Okay. Now, whatever belongs to the whole numbers also belongs to integers. Can we see in whole numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4? The same 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 is also there in integers also. So, what we can say? We can say W belongs to Z. Okay. So, now next type we are going to learn now 3.5, 0.33 and so on, 10 upon 7. What are these set of numbers called as? We have learnt about them in 9th standard. These set of numbers, they are called rational numbers. What are they called? Rational numbers. Now, suppose this is another number I have taken, root 5. And what is this? And this is called what? This is called as an irrational number. Okay. Now, coming to what is the definition of rational numbers which we have studied in 9th standard? Rational. Rational word has come from the word ratio. Ratio means something upon something. Okay, number which can be expressed in the form of P upon Q, where Q is not equal to 0, okay, such numbers are called rational numbers. Okay, now this root 5 can be maximum written as root 5 upon 1, but is this integer upon integer? No, hence it is an irrational number. So, what are rational numbers? Numbers which can be expressed in the form of P upon Q, where P and Q both are integers, are called rational numbers. Okay. Now, this Z, integers, set of integers, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0 and all that, we can go on writing upon 1, upon 1, upon, minus 3 upon 1 is minus 3 only, minus 2 upon 1 is minus 2, minus 1 upon 1 is 1. So, what we can say? Z also belongs to what? Rational numbers, because every integer can be written in the form of integer upon integer. Okay, upon 1 we can write. Now, set of rational and irrational numbers together, this set is called as set of real numbers. That is the name of this chapter, real numbers. So, if we are asked a question, what are real numbers? Real numbers is nothing but a set of rational and irrational numbers. Okay. Now, let us proceed further in this chapter. This all we have learnt in our 9th standard. Okay, just it was a revision of what we learned in our 9th standard. Now, let us proceed with our 10th standard material. What is there? 8 divided by 2. I have to perform this division, 8 divided by 2. Okay. So, 8 is a dividend and 2 is a divisor. And you all know how to divide this. 2 4s is 8. And if you subtract this 8 and 8, the remainder is 0. Okay. 8 is a dividend, 2 is a divisor, 4 is a quotient and 0 is a remainder. What is the relation between them? This dividend, divisor, quotient, remainder. We have heard one relation connecting all of this, and the relation is this: dividend is equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Let us put it in the relation. Okay, dividend is what? 8 is equals to divisor is 2 into quotient is 4 plus the remainder is 0. Okay, let us perform one more division. Example number 2. Okay, 15 divided by 2. 15 is a dividend, 2 is a divisor, 2 7s are 14, the remainder is 1 if you subtract them. Okay, so what do we understand? Dividend, which is 15, is equals to divisor, which is 2, into quotient, which is 7, plus the remainder which is 1. Okay. So let us represent each dividend as A. Okay. So dividend we will represent it as A. Let us represent each divisor by B. So divisor is going to be represented by B. So below dividend we wrote A, below divisor we are writing B. Let us represent each quotient by Q. So below quotient we will write Q plus. Let us represent each remainder by small letter r. So plus r. So what we are getting, A is equals to B into Q plus r. This is the relation we got. Dividend is equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. A is equals to B into Q plus r. For given two positive integers A and B, A is equals to BQ plus R. Okay. Now check the remainders. What are the remainders? In the first case the remainder is 0. In the second case the remainder is 1. Can this remainder be negative? Can it be negative integer? No. Remainder cannot be negative. So what we understand, remainder cannot be negative means remainder is always greater than 0. Remainder is always greater than 0. Means R is greater than 0. Can it be equal to 0? Can this remainder be equal to 0? Yes. In the first case, first division, when we divided 8 by 2, what is the remainder? Remainder can be 0. It cannot be negative, but it can be equal to 0. So what can we say? R is greater than or equal to 0. R can be either greater than 0 or equal to 0, but it can never be negative. Can it be greater than the divisor? Now, for example, we divided 8 was a dividend. We divided it by 2. We got the remainder 0. Can this remainder be greater than the divisor? Look at the second case also. We divided 15 by 2. The remainder is 1. Can this remainder 1 be greater than the divisor 2? It can never be. Okay. No, it cannot be greater than the divisor. And divisor we have called it as B. So what we understand, remainder is always going to be less than the divisor, but it will be always greater than or equal to 0. But it will be less than the divisor. Okay. So this what relation we got, this relation is called as Euclid's division algorithm, or it is called as Euclid's division lemma. Lemma means method. Okay. So let us understand the relation once again. For given two integers, positive integers A and B, there exists unique integers Q and R satisfying the relation A is equals to BQ plus R, where 0 less than equal to R less than B. Okay, or we can say R is between 0 and B, but R can also be equal to 0, but R can never be greater than the divisor.